Lovelies, it's me, the Purple Diva. Today is Whine Wednesday. Cheers. Today's Whine Wednesday. I am drinking Barefoot Chardonnay. This is one of my favorite wines. As you can see, I've been whining a little, been whining a lot. Guess what we're going to talk about today? Guess what I'm going to whine about today? I'm going to whine about the TRADWIVES. As you can see, I'm dressed in my TRADWIVE attire. I'm speaking like a TRADWIVE. And they get on my last nerve. So let me tell you about this. Let's get out of this for a minute. This whole little phenomenon, or whatever you want to call it, that's kind of, well, it's really becoming it's becoming a pretty big thing. Of these women, these young women who are really adopting this 1950s, 1940s lifestyle of you stay at home, you're the homemaker, the husband goes out, you take care of the kids, you take care of the house, you cook, you clean, you do everything while remaining perfect and catering to your husband's needs, which there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with catering to a man's needs if that's what you want to do. There's nothing wrong with catering to your husband, your significant other, whatever. But when it becomes this perfection stepwives bullshit, it is ridiculous. Now, for those of you who are a little bit younger and don't know about the Stepford Wives, Google it. The Stepford Wives was crazy. And this TRADWIVES phenomenon is a little bit crazy. So I'm going to talk about the queen of the TRADWIVES, and that is Nara Smith. She is 22 years old. She's married to a model. She is absolutely stunning. She's a beautiful young woman. But you just don't even know. If you don't know who this woman is, I just found out about her a few months ago. I knew she had been around. I kept hearing this, oh, this is what Nara would, this is what she would do, blah, blah, blah. This woman is flawless, making, allegedly, things from scratch in designer dresses and designer loungewear and design. I mean, she's absolutely stunning. She's very young too. I don't know how many kids she has, but she's got 3, I believe. She just had a baby, and these beautiful babies, and nothing against her personally, but it's just this whole lifestyle that cannot be real. It's not real, but people put what they want to put on social media, and you can't believe everything you see. So I'm gonna tell you 2 things that she did for me that were just, I'm gonna run a little video for you to see, but I'm gonna explain a little bit of some of the things that she does. So 2 things that I've seen videos of her that had just, I'm gonna do the first one, and then I'm gonna just do the one that just sent me and just made me drink all this wine right here. Is she, her thing is, I got up this morning and one of my children said that they wanted cereal. So she goes and she prepares freaking cornflakes from scratch. Now, she's got an infant child, and the other ones are they're like toddlers. These aren't like, kids that can make their own food or, but there's this whole facade with this beautiful kitchen and everything's beautiful, and she's making freaking cornflakes from scratch. So she has every single ingredient, this is why social media irks me to no end. Nobody just happens to have all of these ingredients in their kitchen to make these things. This stuff is pre-planned, it's scripted, it's done, and you do it, she does it, and then everybody thinks she just got up and looked beautiful and put on this fabulous outfit, and she's making freaking cornflakes, okay? The second video is my sister was coming to visit me, and I knew she wanted some bubble gum, so I decided to make bubble gum. Who the hell makes bubble gum? Oh, she does. From scratch. She goes to her beautiful pantry. She gets everything out to make this bubble gum. She makes the bubble gum for her sister. She wraps it in this beautiful wax paper. Everything is just beautiful. And it's just crazy, because there's no way in hell you have all of that stuff in your pantry and you just happen to have the stuff to make freaking bubblegum from scratch.
My sister's in town to visit, and she's been craving bubblegum so bad, but she ran out, so I just decided to make it for her. I poured some powdered sugar on some wax paper and created a well before combining my gum base with some corn syrup and slowly melting it down. Once that was all melted, I gave it a good stir and poured it into my little powdered sugar wells I created. One of her favorite flavors is green apple, so I made a green apple one, and then also experimented with making a cinnamon vanilla gum. Once the mixture was cold enough to handle, I kneaded it and then stretched it out and made sure to always have it covered in the powdered sugar so it wouldn't stick. Then I rolled out my gum, cut it into equal pieces, and decided to go for a little gum ball. Once all the green apple ones were formed, I moved on to my cinnamon vanilla ones and set them aside before tossing them in some more powdered sugar. To keep them fresh, I placed them in some wax paper, twisted the sides, and repeated that process with all of them. And then they were ready to try. These tasted even better than store-bought gum, and she was so excited. The cinnamon vanilla ones tasted like a donut. I was very pleased about.
So she's on my list. As beautiful she is, and as much as I love her and love watching her because her voice is so soothing. I mean, it's just like this woman has millions and millions and millions of followers. Okay, now my cat decides he wants to take a shit, and she is in her litter box. Can you hear him in the litter box? Anyway, now see, if that was the case, if that was her, my cat needed to go to the bathroom. So I went into my pantry and got some organic kitty litter that I made from scratch. That's what she would say. So I have Tidy Cat or something over there for my cats. Because guess what? I'm not a trad wife. I'm an old ass woman that's 62 years old having a glass of wine, ranting and raving about these trad wives. Because it is so unrealistic. This is something that is setting these women back. And these are young women. I think she's 23, she's 22. She's 22. She's 22 years old. And it's just like, when you watch these videos of these women, it's like these women want to emulate this. Trust me, this stuff is probably planned months in advance. Okay, today I'm going to talk about this. It's just like I'm talking about having some wine today. I'm like, okay, what wine am I going to have tonight? I mean, I'm not, I just decided I'm doing a Whine Wednesday. And I'm going to go into my refrigerator, or I'm going to go to my vineyard and pick some grapes. And I'm going to stomp on the grapes like Lucy did in I Love Lucy. And I am going to make this vat of wine. And I'm going to have it at Whine Wednesday. Cut the shit. Nobody is doing that. Nobody is doing that. Okay? So the problem that I have with it, it's very unrealistic. It's setting these women up to believe that they can do this. When I'm sure there's a nanny, all of this, trust me, you've got 3 young children. Her husband's a model. I'm sure he's not there all the time. Maybe when he's there, he watches the kids. But where are the kids? You have 3 young children. They're not, you never hear anybody screaming in the background. Come on. It's just unrealistic, and it's stupid. It's stupid. I want to say it's stupid as AF, okay? Because I'm just starting on YouTube. I don't want YouTube to shut me down. But anyway, there's other ones on here that a lot of them is just like how to make yourself pretty for your man. Of course, I am not married. I have been married twice, a total of 29 years total in both marriages. I know what it's like to be married. You have ups and downs, ins and outs, things, but nobody is, when do you have time if you're working, or even if you're not working? She doesn't work. You got to shower, you got to take care of the kids, you got the diaper genie, whatever you're using. Who is this woman? And I'm sure she has a staff to help her maintain that. So stop with that. Oh, I'm getting up in the morning and my children, they had a sore. Oh, she made cough drops too, by the way. Ricola, screw you, Ricola. She made hauls. I'm sorry. You have nothing on her. She made her own cough drops from scratch because one of her babies woke up and had a little bit of a cold and a little sore throat, I think she said. And oh, my baby. And I thought, let me make some cough drops for my baby. Or throat lozenges or whatever the hell they were. But the point is, that's what she did. She's a beast. She's fabulous. But she's not realistic. Nobody is that realistic. Nobody can do what she does without a staff, without a nanny, without help, without somebody going to Whole Foods or Inwan or whatever the damn place, I don't even know how to pronounce the damn Erewhon, whatever it's called, and buy all that crap. Because where else are you going to get that stuff to make all that stuff? Whole Foods, wherever you're going to go to get this stuff. You know, I'm going to Trader Joe's and Smith's trying to get food here, Kroger here in Las Vegas. I mean, who's buying this stuff and where is she getting it? She's getting it and it's planned and it's pre-planned and she's laughing all the way to the bank. And these poor women and some of these other ones who are maintaining this perfect lifestyle and these perfect clothes and the perfect hair and whatever my man wants, and I'm all for it. If you want to please your man, that is fabulous. We all do. If I was with somebody, yeah, but I want him to please me too. But I'm not expecting him to come home and he's in a fucking 3-piece suit serving me filet mignon. I'm like, it's not realistic. It's not realistic. Who does that and who has the time? Who has the time to make cornflakes, bubble gum, and cough drops from scratch? Nobody does. Nobody does, but she does. So that's my rant. That's my whine. I think I've whined enough. I've been whining. And let me know in the comments what you think. Have you heard of this? What do you think about this? Because I feel like this is setting women back. You know, we took feminism. We can talk about whatever we want to talk about. But the issue is that they're young girls who are idolizing these women and thinking, I want to be like that. And it's not something that's very easily attainable. So that's my 2 cents. That's my whine for this Wednesday. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Cheers. Have a wonderful, wonderful Whine Wednesday. Have a wonderful Wednesday. And I'll see you sooner than you think. Cheers.